this is the room itself. Wow, you guys. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going for apartment hunting. You guys know that initially this wasn't the place that I wanted to stay, but I've been here for a year. It has been good. My landlord is cool. Like I can tell you that I initially have the best landlord, looking at the stories that I've heard from other foreigners. But it's time for me to move out, like soon, not now, soon. And I've decided I don't want to be here anymore. I want to be in a different space, in a different location. So yeah, today we are going to check some apartments and let's see if we'll find an apartment today. If it's not, I will just continue with that apartment hunting till I find what I like. So I'm going to take you guys along, location, pricing, and all that. We are not limited to like just 2 or 3 bedrooms, even studio apartment, 1 bedroom, and all of that. I'm gonna take you guys through it, okay? In the city. This is the first apartment. Right when you enter, you see the kitchen. The kitchen uses an electric stove. It has like a good amount of cabinet space. The fridge size is also okay, and you have this little living area. It's not bad. You can sit there to eat, to do some work and all that, watch TV, because the TV is right opposite it. And then you have the bed area. The mattress was really hard. That was my only problem with the bed. The wardrobe is right opposite the bed, and I like the layout, which makes space for the TV to be inside the wall, so it makes it spacious, not compact. I like this place was new, nobody had stayed there. I like the location also. Initially the price for 1 month rent was 1,000 a month, but after asking questions like would the landlord provide hot plates, do they have Wi-Fi, the landlord decided to reduce it to 800. So this is the bathroom. I like the bathroom also. It had everything that you need. I really like the space over there that you can put your products that you use in the bathroom. The only thing I didn't like was the washing machine in the bathroom. Just wanna be the one to give you what you want. This is the second apartment. It's in the same building. I viewed 3 apartments in this building. So right when you enter, you have the space for your shoes and other stuff, and then right opposite it, it's the kitchen. I forgot to show that. Then you have the living space, which the chair was bigger than the first one, and then you have the bedroom. The bed was really not really soft, but it was okay. You have the wardrobe space. You have this little space where you can actually sit and do some work or makeup or something. And then the washing machine was right close to the bed. I did not like that at all, but apart from that, the room was okay. The bed area and the living space is separated by the glass wall. It was okay, but this apartment felt really small. This place felt really small, so that was my issue with it. I feel like the cabinet space was just too big, so it made the room feel really small because it was just occupied. The size of the fridge was okay with me. I was okay with it. This place also didn't have a hot plate. It didn't have a Wi-Fi, so the price was also reduced. The bathroom was really small, very small, guys. It's just what I just didn't like the bathroom of this place at all. It's nice, the tiles and everything, but the size wasn't going to work for me. So yeah. This is the third apartment. Right when you enter, you have the space for your shoes and other things, and then opposite it is the kitchen. The kitchen has a hot plate. It's the same layout as the first one. And then the bed was okay. The size of the sofa was quite small, but it's okay. This place had some good lighting, but I forgot to take a video of it. I like the size of the wardrobe. I like the placement of the wardrobe. And then that is the fridge. The fridge in this apartment was bigger than the other one, and this apartment was spacious. It was spacious. And then that is the kitchen area. and then you have the bathroom. The bathroom had a window, which was good. It brings in light. And then I like the colors that were used in the bathroom, you know, the shower, the color of the shower and all that. So this place was really good. It also had this little balcony, so you can keep your extra stuff over there. Yeah, it's day 2 of apartment hunting. Today we are going to a different location to look at some apartments. The last time, the apartments that I checked, they were nice. I liked them. They kind of like give me motivation that I might get what I want, but I just want to look at other apartments before I make a decision. And let's see the apartment we are going to check, if we will like that one more than the previous one. Okay, this is apartment number 4. This apartment is a loft. So where you are seeing right now is the kitchen area. I like the fact that it comes with a gas stove. Guys, I'm very particular about the kitchen of any apartment that I'm getting. So I like the fact that this was spacious. It was a gas stove. The fridge was also big. The cabinet space was enough for me. I like that. This is the living space. So you can see, I like the sofa, the color of the sofa. I really wasn't fancying the center table, but I do like it. I like the fact that I had a TV, the AC. I like that it had a glass. The kitchen area had a little bit of glass to like cover the stove. So yeah, I like that. And then the washing machine is in the corner there. Cute, nice. Then upstairs is like your sleeping and dressing area. So upstairs you have this wardrobe, little wardrobe, and then this big space. I really like the space. This setup was just perfect. The wardrobe with a big space where I can set up like my dressing table and then like hang some clothes. It's just like a space for me to do whatever I want to do. And then this is the bedroom, guys. This space was nice. I just didn't like the window. It's so small. The bedroom felt a little bit short because of like the space or the height. And this is the bathroom. I love the bathroom. I love the coordination of the black, the cream, and the white. Guys, look at the mirror, the wood around the mirror. I loved it. I love that it was a sitting toilet. I love the layout. I love the coordination and the colors of this apartment. So beautiful, so nice. This is the next apartment. This apartment has a similar layout like the previous one. So this is the kitchen area. I like this is a blue themed house. That is the hall. I really didn't like it. It was so small. It didn't have a TV, and the colors of the blue is like different, so that was throwing me off. This is upstairs. You have the space where you can, you know, put up your dressing mirror and table and all that. And then that is the bed area. I didn't like the window. It's too short, it's too small. And then you have like a table and a chair, something like that you can, you know, sit and write and study and all that. Then the wardrobe actually is behind that, so you guys see it now. The wardrobe is behind that. I really did not like the blue themed. It feels more like a guy's house. Okay, so that's the bathroom. The bathroom wasn't anything fancy. It was cool, nothing fancy. So yeah, this is apartment number 6. Right when you enter, you have the hall and you have the kitchen. You have a curtain separating the kitchen and the hall. This kitchen did not have a countertop, guys. It did not have a countertop. I was okay with the washing machine and the fridge being opposite. It didn't have a TV, which I wasn't cool with that also. And then when you go upstairs, guys, I'm sorry it was blurry, like my camera was just messing up. When you go upstairs, you have, you know, the bed on one side on the left and another bed on the right. I did not understand that. It had a projector, so you can actually see the projector there. So that's the reason why I didn't have a TV. And I did not like the fact that I had 2 beds. Like, what am I using the 2 bed for? I wish it was like an empty space where you can do what you want to do. The location to these apartments is so far, guys. I had to walk 20 minutes plus to get to the building of the apartment. It's like a new community on its own. They are still building. Even in the building that I went to check this apartment, they are still building. They do not have a bus stop there. They do not have a bus station, nothing of that sort. So you have to learn to ride a bike to go to the subway and come back, and I do not know how to do that. So the location wasn't convenient for me at all. And then this is the bathroom. It was okay, nothing fancy also here, but I do not like the layout and the arrangement of things in this particular apartment. This is apartment number 7. This apartment was simple. You have the kitchen. This kitchen uses hot plate, and then the cabinet space was okay. It's not enough, but it was okay. You have the fridge. I don't remember it having a washing machine. It's supposed to, but I don't remember. And then you have the bed. So they have a curtains that separates the bedroom and then the kitchen space. You do not have a sitting area, and then there is a bathroom, and that is it. This is the next apartment. I don't know why I started from the bathroom. Right when you enter, that's what you see. So I guess, yeah, that's the reason. The bathroom was okay. Sitting toilet check. The mirror was a little bit tilted, but that's okay. I did not like the setup of the kitchen. Like, what is this? It doesn't make sense. Like, it just wasn't. No, it was a no for me. When it comes to the bed and the living space, it was nice. I like the gray, brown, white, black that was going on. It was cute, but the room looks old. It looks like there have not been any maintenance, no renovation, nothing of that. So I really didn't like the placement of the washing machine. It was so small. It looks like nobody has lived there in a long time and no renovation has been done. This is apartment number 9, guys. This apartment was giving the same vibe as the previous one. I did not choose this apartment. Sometimes the agents will tell you they have more apartments to show you, so this was one of them. I did not see it on the app to say I'm going to see, because I did not like the layout. I did not like the vibe of this apartment at all. It was very small. It didn't have any living space. That thing in the corner there that is supposed to be your kitchen was even pissing me off. I do not like small fridges. Also, I just didn't like it. This is apartment number 10, guys. The moment I saw this apartment, I was sold. Right from the app and seeing it in physical, I was sold. This apartment was so nice. The lighting in the hall is just perfect. Like, the moment you enter is the hall, so the lighting in the hall was just perfect. I love the console, the placement of the TV, the colors of the the center table, the sofa, just perfect. And this is the small room. It's called the kids room. So I was told it's for kids, and if I'm to stay there, I would take the bed out and use it as my dressing room or my office, something like that. It was just good. I loved. Everything was brand new. I was told it has just been renovated. This is the bedroom. The bedroom had everything it's supposed to have. Love the colors of the curtains. Love the bed. The mattress was so soft. I love the dressing table over there with all the lights, and oh my god, I was just sold. Opposite it was like some space where you can keep your cosmetic perfume. Guys, like the setup, the layout, the things that they bought to like furnish the room was just perfect. And that is the wardrobe. It had a lot of space. I loved it. And then when you go to the kitchen, you have a perfect modernized kitchen. Loved it, guys. Look at the kitchen. I was sold. I love the kitchen. The only downside was when the kitchen leads you to the bathroom, so that was the only downside. But the bathroom was looking clean, guys. Everything in the house was clean. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fully furnished, everything. It had everything. And this thing, I don't know, it's like a little, I think the manual way of Chinese people washing, but I don't use it. If I'm to live in an apartment that has it, I don't use it. I always use the washing machine. I love, there was this lighting, automatic lighting in the kitchen. I love that. I really love that, because sometimes when you don't want to on the full kitchen light, this is perfect. So yeah, I love that. I had a big fridge, a double door fridge. Oh guys, the price was so good for the apartment. Unfortunately for me, I was told by the agent that the landlord wanted to sell it, which I think is a lie, because most of the time on the app it stated when they want to sell it and when they are renting it out, and it was stated that they are renting it out. So I was so hurt that they told me that, probably because I'm a foreigner, and then the landlord decided to change their mind. It was so far from school, but I was willing to stay. Oh guys, this apartment was so nice, so nice. This is the next apartment. Right when you enter is the kitchen space. I really do not like this type of kitchen space. It had a big fridge, which I like, and then you have the space to keep your shoes. Love that. The bed, it was soft, it was nice. Then there's space where you have your wardrobe, and opposite it is like your working space. That was nice. This room actually wasn't bad, but that type of kitchen space is not what I'm looking for, even if it's the studio apartment. So that was what put me off. The view from outside, perfect, very nice. Like, yeah, that apartment actually is around the mall, so this is going to be a lot of noise if I'm to stay there. It wasn't bad, honestly. It wasn't bad. I like when natural light can come into the room, and also there's a bit of space between, the beds. Okay. Oh, guys, I forgot. It even had, a living space where you sit. I like the center table and then the material of the sofa, but it didn't have a TV, and it didn't have a space where you can put the TV. This is the bathroom. Nothing fancy. Really didn't like the tiles. I don't even know I think it's tiles. I really didn't like that, but apart from that, it wasn't a bad place to live, but I just I don't think it was part of my top 5. This is the next apartment. This apartment has a similar vibe to the previous ones. It was okay, quite spacious, not really. And I also did not like it because it has 2 entry doors. So there's one room upstairs and there's one room downstairs, and it has a main door. Before, the downstairs room has its own door, then the upstairs has another door. So it's like you have to share a main door with someone. So it's more like you live with a roommate, but nobody has access to anybody's room, only the main door. That was how this type of apartment, and I don't like that, because God forbid that person locks the main door, you are not getting into your room till that person comes back, and it's probably not to be a foreigner, so you wouldn't have any good communication or friendship with the person. So that was the reason why this apartment wasn't doing it for me. But looking at where the bathroom is and how big it was, that was good. And I like that I had a sitting toilet, guys. I didn't really have much to say when it comes to this apartment. It was also suggested by my agent, so that's why I went to view it. This is apartment number 13, similar layout like the previous ones, but the difference is that you could tell the moment you enter that it's big. The space is big, and then the height also is very big. There's a difference compared to the other ones. It wasn't short at all. I loved that I had a balcony, and the washing machine was at the balcony. The gray, black and white going on was okay. Didn't have a TV. I don't even think the landlord would have given one. I didn't like that. The fridge was big enough. It's just similar vibe, same kitchen layout. Really didn't like that, but yeah. This is apartment number 14. I think this type of apartment is Chinese old single room or studio apartment. I think so, because the agent explained to me that they are now building modernized hotel type of single rooms, which are the ones that uses the hot plate. But this one had a full kitchen. This is a single room. It had a full kitchen with a stove, a gas stove, a sink, everything. The fridge, the washing machine in the kitchen is not new to me. I love the bathroom, the sitting toilet, perfect. Yeah, it was just okay. It's not a new apartment, but I loved the kitchen, especially of the single room. The fact that it was a full kitchen compared to the other ones that I have seen that are like single room. I did not like the color of the floor tiles at all. That was what was putting me off. And this had a double wardrobe. I think the one that the landlord placed, there wasn't enough, so the person added another one. It wasn't a problem, but just wish it was just one big wardrobe. The bed, it was hard, so I think the person bought a soft mattress and placed it on it, which is something I used to do in school, so it's also not new to me. This is the next apartment. This is a 3-bedroom apartment. It was suggested to me by my agent. I did not like the color coordination of this apartment. Majority of the rooms are wallpaper, blue wallpaper. The hall is like blue paint, and then where the TV and the console is blue wallpaper, and it wasn't even nice. It was just off. You know, it doesn't give like a modern apartment. It feels like an old apartment, which wasn't my vibe. I did not like the color of the floor. I didn't like that. Didn't also like the furniture in the hall. Guys, you can see the wallpaper. It just wasn't my vibe. And it looked like the person living there is still living there. So I don't know when the person was moving, because at the time I was looking at it, I had like a month or two to move out from my current apartment. So maybe by that time the person would have left, but I wasn't feeling it. It had everything, you know, the kitchen with everything you will need in your apartment. It had it apart from microwave, which is mostly what happens with Chinese apartment. They don't have microwave, but any other thing you can find. But I just didn't like the color coordination of the apartment. This is the last apartment. Guys, the moment I saw this apartment, I didn't like it. I didn't like anything in the apartment. This apartment was suggested to me by my agent. You know, I told them the apartment that I wanted. They told me I should come and view it. The moment I got to their office, they started telling me different things. That the landlord is not around. He's not in my city for me to be able to sign the contract. And I'm like, I have to move in 3 weeks, not now. So let me go and see the apartment and then decide on my own. They were like, no, the landlord can't come to my city, blah, blah, blah. So I had to go with them to view a different apartment. This is where they brought me. Guys, I didn't like anything in this apartment. The wallpaper, the layout, the floor, everything was just off for me. So I don't have anything to say about it. I don't have an apartment right now. As I'm recording this video, I don't, you know, all the apartment that I wanted has been occupied by people, because they are claiming the time that I will move in and the time I'm looking at the apartment, people will still come and view, and then if they want it, they will give it to them. So that's my situation right now. So I'll let you guys know when I find one in my next video, in my next vlog. Please let me know what you think about this apartment. If you have any suggestion for me, please leave it in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.